see what this torque steer's like, so let's find out. Here we go. Oh my god. Alright guys, how's it going? So yesterday on the RS video, myself and Ben went out and did just a bit of a first test drive type thing, and we both come to the same conclusion. It's got massive torque steer.
Jeez, oh. Steady on, that's all over the place, Lee.
Obviously the suspension's really hard and stiff and uncomfortable, but apart from that, the torque steer is probably the biggest thing driving this car. So when we first bought the car, when I got it back, I knew these were going to be close to the legal limit, so I did actually check them. So it's 2.3mm, and then we've got 1.74 in the middle, so that's real close to the legal limit, and the edges here are, well, getting there anyway. But when the tyres come off the car yesterday, they were absolutely shocking condition. So we just changed the tyres for the same ones that were already on it, which are the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s, and the alloys were a little bit messed up, a little bit of corrosion, might have been leaking some air because the PSI on the front was down, so we've reset the pressures anyway. So the door card says 41 for the front and 38 for the back, which seems really high to me. So the rims have been sealed, greased, but whilst the wheels were off, I had a quick look under there, and as you can see now, there's quite a lot of surface rust, so I might have to address that at some point, just have a check over it. But it does seem like there's a little bit of a knocking coming from the front suspension, so I'm going to get that in to be checked out either way. As you can see from the tyre, the wear is basically, the wheels are sat like that, so a lot of uneven wear on the front edge. Obviously that tyre that come off that side was completely worn out down to the actual inner material, so really dangerous, could have blown at any point basically. So the two Michelin Pilot Sport 4s cost, I think they were $156 each, and that's fitted and that's mobile, so probably a couple of quid more than if I took it to like a tyre place or anything like that. One thing that I don't like on it, well, two things actually, is the mud guards, mud flaps. So I'm going to remove them today, and even though these are really practical because you can have the window open a little bit and still get some air in, but the rain doesn't come in. The problem is, as much as I do like them from a functionality point of view, I just don't like the way it looks on the car, so I'm going to whip them off as well. They should come off pretty quick. So just had a message on YouTube off Simon, who asked what's happening with the GTR. Well, the problem is, I've had to put a complaint in to Nissan about the wheel fault. Now, if you haven't seen any videos on that, go check them out. I'll put them in the link above. Problem is, Nissan dealer are not acknowledging the fact that it's a fault. They said it's normal and it's going to come back. So Nissan UK have said, if it's a fault that they can't fix, then we'll replace the car, or we'll sort it out, or they'll do something, buy it back or whatever. But Nissan dealer saying it's a common fault, so Nissan UK won't replace it. So I've had a few comments saying take it to Lichfield, but Lichfield for me is that far away, which is 2.5 hours basically. So it's a 5-hour round trip for me to go and fix a fault that is under warranty from the place that I bought the car brand new 1 year ago, or just over a year ago. So I don't see why I have to travel that far just to fix a fault. So that's why I'm being stubborn on this. I just want Nissan to fix it. If they'd taken it in, just fix it, and then I'll be happy with the car. I even spoke to the dealer today. They were supposed to be sorting it out. They're just dragging their feet. It's the actual worst service I've ever received from a dealership. Now, I'm not going to name them, and some people will probably already know who they are, but basically, sell you the car, not interested after that. So basically, watch that space. So nothing new to report on that yet. Nothing been done since the last video. But Ben's S3 that was here the other day, which was there, that's just been sold last night. So we was going to do a drag race with the Focus, so unfortunately that ain't going to happen. The good news is he's bought this. good as that though.
The chav wagon.
It's got no reversing camera though.
No, it hasn't. I'm going to sort that out.
Is it running yet? Let's go that way. Jesus Christ. You shit yourself when I'm driving. Here we go. Oh my god. I definitely thought he was going into the curb then.
Nah, mate, I trust the four-wheel drive system on this.
Good job, really. A drag race against the GTR, because I actually think this is going to be. I think this will be as quick as the GTR.
I think it'll be very, very close. I think up to 60 be very, very close. After that, you'll piss off.
Yeah.
Up to 60, that be close-ish.
That is one of the next videos. So after being out in that, which is 400 PS, brutally fast, lays the power down really well. The deal was we were going to drag race this against the S3, so now we're going to have to drag race it against the RS3. Now this being 345 and the RS being 400 is going to be considerably behind, but I think it'll give it a good run for its money, so probably in the next few videos we're going to get them two together. And last but not least, the Q5, Vorsprung, bog standard Q5 that was there, you see it in a few of the other videos, that was sold yesterday morning. Dealer come and pick that up. Now there's another quick story with that. The Audi dealership round the corner offered us 33,000 as a trade-in. We then went to another dealer and got offered 36,000 as a trade-in. That was the most we got offered on it, and in the end we sold it privately to a dealer for 39,000. So I was under the impression that I would never be able to sell a car of that value on Auto Trader, but it does happen. All we had to do was pay the finance off, but the dealer would have actually paid it off if we didn't have the money to do it. So just think twice about if you do go and take a car into a dealer and get a trading price. You know, shop around and just see what you can get on Auto Trader, because it might, you know, we got basically £3,000 more than we would have done if we would have sold it through the dealer. So coming in the place of the Q5, which was there, but the Focus now has taken its place briefly, is going to be an RS Q3. So that's on its way from Germany, I think, wherever Audi build the RS Q3. So that should be in a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. So plenty of new cars come, well, two new RSs. Obviously got the RS4 from with that, so plenty of content on its way. So give us a like, subscribe, comment, all the stuff, really appreciate it. By the time this goes live, probably going to have hit 1,000 subs, presuming we're going to hit 1,000. We're on 985 now, something like that, so really appreciate all the subscribers and the likes and comments. So now we just have to find out if the new tyres on this is going to stop the torque steer. So I had a comment on YouTube yesterday or this morning saying about, did you take the car on any B roads, any windy roads, you know, country lanes and stuff. So we was just on a dual carriageway yesterday when we did the when we was talking about the torque steer. So I've gone to some country lanes now, so hopefully I can get a bit of a clear run, and then we can see what these tyres have changed, if they've changed the car, which I presume they have. So it's got so much grip, this car, it's unbelievable. So I'm just going to pull over now. When the wheels were off and the tyres were getting fixed, you could see the actual wear on the tyre, which was ridiculously cambered. So it was all on the inside. Even though the near side front wasn't as bad, it was still getting there, and this side was obviously really bad. So they definitely need tracking, but in the meantime it's not going to hurt to drive it for a few miles. I'll take it to get tracked tomorrow, that shouldn't be a problem. So get some good clear roads down here now, and we should be able to see what this torque steer's like. So let's find out. And there's absolutely none. It's completely gone. That is, I cannot believe just putting tyres on has fixed the torque steer. I was changing gear, so I did have just one hand on the wheel, but looking at the video, I mean, you'll probably be able to tell more than me, because obviously I'm concentrating on driving, but I did not feel any torque steer there whatsoever, which again is unbelievable really, that just a set of tyres has fixed the problem. But going back to the comments, which really appreciate everybody commenting by the way, because it just gives myself and Ben just loads of information. Everyone's got loads of information and it's good information on the whole, and just keep it coming basically, because someone said you can turn off or you can get Ford to turn off the traction control thing, and not the traction control, the torque steer, so it actually limits what it's going to do. But to be honest, I don't think it needs it now because it's completely gone. So that's basically the end of the driving video. But I'm just gonna have a bit more of a drive. Nice Bentley there. I'm just gonna have a bit more of a drive and, you know, just make sure it wasn't just a one-off. Absolutely no torque steer at all. Still not there. Clutch then. The clutch just... well, it was slipping. So, and I didn't ride the clutch was all the way up. So that's not a good sign. I don't know if that's a normal characteristic of the car, but to be fair, when we went out yesterday, I actually felt the clutch slipping, and I thought it was just me. It was nowhere near as bad as that. That was really bad. So possibilities, it might be a clutch in order, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to beat Ben's brand new RS3 if the clutch is slipping in this. Absolutely no chance whatsoever. But on the flip side, I mean, I don't know, I've not even looked into how you launch this, to be fair. I just put my foot down and pop the clutch. Maybe that's not going to do it any good. But at 67,000 miles, I believe the clutches do tend to go around that figure. So to be fair, I'm probably going to change the clutch anyway. So it's not exactly a big thing, you know, buying a car with 67,000 miles on, and it's not even had a clutch since new, then you're probably going to need one anyway. So no big deal with that. So as you can see there, completely changed the drive of the car just with them two front tyres, no torque steer at all. So just going to take these window protector things, whatever they're called, off. Shouldn't be a big job, probably be able to take these off without actually. There we go. I think that's how they come off. That was easy enough. So I didn't see these little clips on when I was going to take them off anyway, but they've come off. They've just actually fallen out, so they've not done any damage. So I was worried about this little bit because it was pushing the rubber out here, and I didn't want it to be sort of like permanently stuck out because I didn't know how long these have been on. But by the looks of it, there's no issues there. All the plastic, all the rubber's gone back. That's slightly sat out a little bit, but over the next few weeks that should go back to normal. So just noticed that there, it's just sat out a little bit. I don't think that's really noticeable, so not too bad there. So already really that looks, just with those off, looks miles better to me. So that's it, a little bit of progress on the car. Window things are off, mud flaps are off, tyres are fixed, torque steer sorted out, so the car's taking shape now. Next jobs is get all the paintwork sorted out, stone chips, get it polished off, coating on it, just tidy the car up in general, maybe refurb the wheels because they do need doing. Then we can start to work out, is it a genuine mount tune, is it not, maybe speak to Mountune, see if they've done it, and sort the power out. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, commenting, liking, everything like that, really appreciate it. And I will see you, well, myself and Ben will see you on the next video, which is going to be one of these cars, or Ben's RS3, any of those. So see you next time.